welcome back to Ginny Vlogs. So today I'm going to be doing some cooking and I'm joined by Olivia, but she's just doing some quiz questions. But because my storage ran out, I was already in the middle of doing my wet ingredients. So sorry if you didn't see that, but yeah, sorry. So now I'm just moving on to my my dry ingredients, which I will do in this bowl. So first I need oats, which are here, but I do have some more oats as well. So you need 3 cups of oats. I will do it over the bowl. So you need 3 cups of oats. That wasn't a whole cup because I need to refill. So I'm just going to refill right now. If I can open it, that is. Technical difficulties. Hang on. I will be back when I've opened that. Because it's so hard to open. Okay guys, I'm back because I needed to open the box and fill this up again because I emptied it. I just need 3 more cups. So I'm just gonna scoop, 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 scoop. 2. Actually, I might only put in 3, I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna put in 3.5. So there we go. There's my 3.5 cups. So I'm now just going to add in my baking powder, which I need 1 teaspoon of that. Ooh. Actually, you might want to add in 1.5. There we go. So now you're going to add in your 4 tablespoons of sugar. But I think I would prefer for you to use caster sugar because that's what you use for baking. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a tablespoon, so I'm just going to use my measuring cup of tablespoon. So 1, 2. Oh guys, I also forgot to add in my milk into my wet ingredients. So I will do that in a minute. Guys, I don't know how many I've done. I'm just going by looks. So tell me in the comments if you can comment how many I did. I don't know how many I did. Sorry. I'm going to add in some dark chocolate chips. Only a few though, because I have a few dark chocolate chips. So I'm just going to add in some chocolate Cheetos. There we go, got in some chocolate chips. So you can choose whatever chocolate chips you want. But I would prefer to use milk chocolate or white chocolate. But it honestly depends on what you guys want. Now I'm going to add in my flour. So I'm going to do this by cups of flour because it's easier to do it in cups. So I'm just going to add that in as well. So I will add, let's say I'm going to add in, I'm going to add in 6 cups of flour first. And I'm going to see what it looks like. You know what, I'm just going to add in this bag here. There's a little bit much left in there. So I'm just going to, there we go. That's empty now. I'm going to use this one. If you see me talking over there, that's because I'm with Olivia on a Zoom call.
Hi.
Yeah. So if you see me talking there, sorry. I'm talking to her. I might change it into a bigger bowl. I don't want to get. After I've done this, I think I might add it into a bigger bowl. Wind this up first. Now I'm going to add it into a bigger bowl. So here's my bigger bowl. I've got my bigger bowl right here. Just gonna add that in. I think that should be good to start off with for flour. I think I've got all the dry ingredients in now. Yeah, I think I've got all the dry ingredients in now. Oh, you might want to add a little bit of salt. I'm just going to add a tad bit of salt. So I'm just going to put the tiniest bit in my hand. Whoops. A bit too much, but you can just go like that. I want to add a bit more. I'm going to try and put this back in now. Yeah, that did not work out very well. Can you please tell me what you are having or you've had for dinner? So I'd like to know. And if you don't know, that's fine. I might add a bit more oats. I'm just going to pour it from the box. I've got quite a lot of oats in here, but the more oats the better. Now I'm going to reveal to you guys what it actually is. It's an oat biscuit. So that's why I'm adding oats. Oh, that's why it wouldn't come out properly. The tab wasn't open. Now it's coming out better. So, whoa, this is a lot. Now I'm just going to switch over to the wet ingredient bowl because I still need to add the milk to this. So for milk you need about 4 tablespoons of milk, or actually you might need 6. I don't know, depends. I just like to go off by looks, so yeah. This is going to make a lot today. Just gonna mix that in now. I will be adding the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients bowl because the wet ingredients bowl is massive. Now it should be starting to turn white, kind of whitey yellow. It's like a very light yellow. So, got that in now. Just gonna put that there. Ooh, I got my wet ingredients. My dry ingredients, sorry. I'm just gonna add them in. That is a lot. So I'm gonna actually use the dry ingredient spoon because it's bigger. Okay, this is gonna be a big batch. Olivia, this is gonna be a big batch. Guys, I'm gonna come back when I've mixed it because it's gonna take a lot of mixing that. At this point, you would like to preheat your oven to 180 degrees. So I'm doing that right now. There we go. That's set to 180. And now I'm just going to carry on mixing for a bit. This is what it's meant to look like, but not as much. Because I made a big batch, sadly. I don't think I'll have enough trays.
In a second.
They're being used. Sadly. Ooh. And you're just going to want to taste it. It should taste like it's vanilla-y, but oaty, but don't know. But golden syrupy, yes, that. And if it doesn't taste like that, you can always add some more sugar. So I'm just adding some more sugar. And if it's too gooey, then you can add a bit of flour. Do not add too much because that's where I went wrong. So just add a little bit, like half a cup. And then mix it. Whoopsie, I just got flour everywhere. My nan's gonna kill me. She literally unstained it this morning. By the way, it is 4:08 for me. Yummy. Well, 4:09 now. Guys, and this is where you can get in with your hands. You might want to flour your hands before. But you do want to flour your hands before, by the way. Just want to poke. Make sure you don't get it everywhere like me. You just fold. You want to fold it into the middle. And then that will be where you're done mixing with your hands. Once you fold it all into the middle. Sometimes you don't have to use your hands, but sometimes you might want to. Because if you have a big batch, then you want to. I'm eating it off of my fingers. I'm just sticking my hand in them because they're all sticky. So now that's done, you might want to go wash your hands. So I'm just going to go wash my hands. I can't pause the video, so I will be talking to you. So yeah. just over here, so if you can't hear me, sorry because the tap is running. I'm just going to stop using soap now. So yeah, you will need to wash your hands after, but that's fine because we always want clean hands. And I forgot to say, also make sure you've got clean hands before you cook, because I forgot to say that. So yeah, I'm just washing my hands now. Ooh. I've now washed my hands, see? Now you want to mix it again with the spoon. Oh, that's stuck to the pot. You just want to go in again with the spoon. And you're going to want to, I'm going to move that off to the side. I'm going to go get my trays. I might have to get some more trays out, but that's fine. So I'm just going to line my trays now. Just knocking off the flour in there. So I'm just lining my trays now. Olivia, are you almost done with your quiz? I'm going to come back when I've lined my trays. Okay, I'm back with one of my trays lined, but you'll also need an ice cream scoop. So if you don't have an ice cream scoop, that's fine. You can just use a tablespoon. You're going to want to coat whatever you're using as you're picking up in flour, so then it actually sticks. Actually, I'm going to water it and then I will coat it in flour because the flour won't stick to it. So yeah, you might have to do that so then the flour sticks to it. So I've got that done. Now I'm just go. Now my flour is done. So done. So just wanna scoop, put it on there. Whoa. I might make some cupcakes out of these. So I don't know, but if I do, then that's gonna be cool. Because you could also make some cupcakes from this. Whoa, this one's a big one. Big chunky one. Don't worry, you can use multiple trays if you have too much. You can use multiple trays. Of mine, I fit 6 on each tray because I've got a small tray. So I will come back when I've lined the other tray because I need to line the other tray. I'm now just lining my other tray. Well, I've lined it. So, like I said, if you've run out of flour like I have, just put some more on. That's full of flour now. Excuse me, flour. Can you get off, please? Don't want too much. Yeah, you don't want too much flour. There we go, knocked it off. Just scooping again and placing. Scoop and place. Scoop and place. If you are making cupcakes, you might want to make it a bit runnier. So you can put it in the cake thingy. So yeah. I'm making big cookies because that's how they're being made. Very big cookies. Now you just want to push them down. Some of them are big. But that's fine. Just gonna do that. So yeah, you will have to add more milk and another egg, or just more milk. So yeah, I'm actually gonna move this tray off to the side. So I'm also just pushing down my other tray ones. There we go. My oven is also up to temperature, so I'm gonna have to have it. So got this. Gonna add in some more milk. There we go. I'm actually going to use the smaller spoon because it's easier to use. Yeah, I'm just making it more runny. I will be back once I've made it more runny because I need to make it more runny than it is now. Okay, I'm back with my runny mixture now. Don't know if you can see how runny it is. Try and get it all to there. I'll show you how runny it is. There we go. It's runny. So sorry if this is a long video. It's just a long video because I'm doing baking. But I will be back once I've put everything in the oven because I'm just going to use the ice cream scoop to put that in there. So I'll be back once I've put everything in the oven. Okay, I'm back. Now everything's in the oven. I'm now going to show you guys how I clean up after I film. So I have my bowl that goes, right, I'm going to put you here on a chair. So I have a bowl that goes in the dish. Everything in here goes in the dishwasher. But first I have to unload it, so I will be back when I've unloaded the dishwasher.